For instance, when you say let's empower an agency like NIMASA, what can we give to NIMASA that hasn't been given to them already by the laws?
Now, if you don't have a Coast Guard, do you? You don't have a Maritime Police, do you? The people that are at the moment policing the Coast Guard is the Navy. The National Insurance, what is it called, Inland Waterways in Lokoja. How much are they doing? Is there a duplication of job here? Is there? I can't tell you. I don't know, because the ministry will claim that they know everything. But until the law, common convention, becomes our bread and butter, when the law becomes a cardinal instrument of social cohesion, everything will begin to change. Is there any custom officer who doesn't have a private interest? Are they not earning salary? These are the people that are supposed to have seen this, or at least, when you're proactive about anything, the damages that comes there is less, very little, if any.
Is there a pressure? Are they under any sort of pressure? Because some think that, how is it that customs, because there are those who banded that they actually, in fact, they remit monies to the coffers of government. So are they put under pressure by that responsibility?
See, if you give them a target, there is pressure to collect this and collect that and collect this, and say that within this time frame we will have generated this much. But then again, are they sending everything that they're supposed to have collected? Are the bank remitting the thing when it's due? What is really happening overall? We're looking at the general thing. There is nobody in isolation. Minister of Education, where were they when people will go to university, but the university will never see them? What is really happening? It's a general thing. The government is the major culprit. If you empower the master, like we're saying, to find solution to all of this, I'll sit there as a consultant, bringing out the blueprint for these things. Who then goes to implement them? We have beautiful things on a piece of paper. How effective are they on implementation?
What role can the organized private sector play here if they were to come in?
Every successful economy is private sector driven. But if you don't provide the enabling platform, enabling environment, nothing thrives.
But the ports were concessioned. That's not a question I want to ask. I'll still come to that. The ports were concessioned to private owners.
Yes.
Private sector operators. So isn't that bringing about the effective working of the port?
All right. What happens to the Nigerian factor? The people are looking for money. They have spent so much to come that far. They've given 20, 25 years to do whatever they want to do at the ports. Inside the law. What if they go outside the law? And who is checking them outside the law? Bring them to the table, bring the force of the law to bear. Who's there?
Let's look at the agencies you talked about in moving forward.
Right.
We have the Nigerian Maritime Academy. Why is that institute just allowed
in ports?
Yes. Why is the institute just there? Let me use the word.
Is there, first of all, to help the man from Uyo, to help the man from Akwa Ibom, to help the man from the southeast? How much money is government spending on amnesty? Can you answer that? Why should you ship people out of... This country has the capacity to provide education for free to tertiary level. They're not doing it. This country has the capacity to provide medical care delivery system for free. They're not doing it. This country actually have the capacity to provide, even if domestic electricity. The only thing they have to do is to find a form of taxation that will cushion the effect of free electricity. We don't have electricity at all. What we have here is 1/3, if up to 1/3 of what the national consumption would be. Can you bring South Africa in comparison? No.
Shouldn't we be optimistic? Now that the government says they intend to invest in technology, though not off-the-shelf technology, but they say, listen, it will take a little time. So, any cost for us to at least say, well,
my concern is that the average Nigerian does not live well. There is the Human Development Index. Nigeria is just a little it from the bottom after Haiti and Sri Lanka. Look at the child and maternal mortality rate, highest in West Africa. Is it because of our volume? The strength of this country, 140 million people, 370 ethnic groups, 250 dialects. The strength of this volume lies deep in its diversity. But you tell me this man is north, that man is west, that man is east or south. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. This is the greatest nation on earth. If you put a square peg into square hole, round peg into round hole, you children have no need to go and study overseas. Our banks are advertising universities overseas. What's happening here? Why should a bank be advertising an overseas university for your children? What amount of racket? How would we racketeering? Because the law is not effective. Solutions are there everywhere. The solution is there. Capture the data. Then let the person who is bringing the container tell you that it contains rice when it contains bomb. God help you, because the pot's worth it. The law will take its actual costs.